So this is going to be a little bit controversial, but I am a controversial type person. I do not walk the line of everybody else in Wing Chun and my faith of Christianity. I don't walk the same line with anything. I like to understand the controversy of things and have a logical thinking as to why things are the way things are. So I like to get to the easy point of things, the logical point of things. I challenge the status quo and I get to a conclusion where it benefits me and my person. And then if I'm teaching this to somebody else, hopefully it helps them as well because of the situations that they're in. Now that I said that, here we go. So you have a tonsil and you roll up to Bong. You could do it like tonsil, do that heel side to get to set the bone right here. Or you could do this, hike the elbow out and go inward like so. Or some people just do this. As long as when you do this, that thumb side, that first finger side is pointing directly towards the floor and there goes your bone. You want to really screw it in so it may not be this high. It may be this high, okay? And you screw it in to get more distance from you and your opponent, right? So then you may take the hand and punch. You know, you can take their hand and punch, palm, whatever you're going to do. So realize that understanding, because from here, this is guarding whatever he has to guard. If something happens to this hand and it's brought downward, it's already a Wu hand right here and it's already coming out. This is the essence of Bong style, because if you do this right correctly now, you'll understand what Wu hand Quan style is. Wu hand Quan style. You'll understand what Tan Quan style is. A lot of the Wing Chun Sifus, they'll just say Quan Sao and never explain the fact that there's a Wu hand that does this Bong and it makes Quan Sao, or there's a Tan Sao, Quan Sao. And a lot of times the only thing that we will do because of form's sake is we'll have Wu hand Quan Sao from Chum Q. Okay? You could do a Tan and Quan. You end up doing a Tan and Quan later on in Chum Q when you're doing this. And it really means this. Does that make sense? And I'll tell you about it more later when I get to that point in Chum Q. But I want you to get to understand this tonsil, because you may be guarding on the outside of the arm on one side. They punch with the other side that's linear to the same side as this arm, and you do Bong Sao. Then I'm doing Tan Sao because they may punch with the other hand, and if they use enough energy, I can use this Tan Sao to lower their arm, and then present Paau Jong low instead of straight on. Or instead of doing Tok Sao, lifting the arm up, I can do this, come from Bong, set Tan, lower the palm, and present to lower abdomen groin. Why did I change it to this point? Great question. It's because think of a 14 to 16-year-old girl and think about the fight she would have had with this guy that wants to make her into a concubine or wants to rape her or whatever. She's going to teach him a lesson, and a lot of women, even back then, would have thought castration would have been made a great lesson. If I castrate this man, he cannot use his power against any other woman no matter how old or young she is. That's number one. So there's that understanding. Now, if I just hit to the abdomen, it's cool because there's pressure points down here that already affects the groin. Whether you pee on yourself, take a doo-doo on yourself, or whatever, the pressure points are there underneath the navel. But also remember where we come from. The striking low like that, and especially right here, when you understand Lopsao, if you connect it together, it adds the idea of Tiger Kung Fu. So remember, I was talking about sooner or later I was going to teach about Paau Jong, Pai Jong. So if I strike double tiger right here, tiger up here usually goes chest, goes slip up to the throat, right here, right here, going here and down is tiger. Okay? Does that make sense? So if Lopsao is naturally tiger, it's a tiger. So if I got Lopsao as a tiger here, and then this is why we also understand this too versus this. If I could grab parts of fat on the human body, grab it turned, and it's the idea of the tiger biting into a gazelle, a deer, another animal, you know, a hyena, whatever, right? If I go here, then you understand that principle. It's the tiger hand idea, but I'm using it as Wing Chun Paau Jong. I can always grab. And now I have control. It's a chin na lock. It's a chin na understanding on a very high dangerous level. I can twist and either shoot it downward or shoot it upward. Even in Taekwondo they have this move. They'll come here, here, they'll come low, and then, what do you think that means? It's a dangerous technique. Right here, it's the same principle as tiger. Right here, right here. Monkey skill has it too. I don't know monkey style. So do you understand that why I did that? You understand about Paau Jong now? I can low palm here and strike them out when you do Po Pai. That's cool. And knock them back and give them a warning. Do you know that low palm? I could have took your groin. If they don't listen and don't understand, then the highest form of understanding of martial arts, say you've tried not to hurt them, you tried to teach them, you tried to do everything, you even tried to hurt them a little bit, and they did not listen, then the ultimate goal is the point makes sense now? Like I said, Wing Chun is one of the most dangerous systems on the planet. When I teach my Kung Fu, it's not for the soft at heart. And I give you the knowledge of true Kung Fu. I'm not trying to make you queasy and whatnot. I'm just trying to keep it real with you. Thank you.